Alright, a terrible change has come over the great elemental of the Twelves Wood. It has warned repeatedly that taint will soon flood the lands unless it is purged at its source. The calamity is not easily averted, for the laws of the wood dictate that Padjals must not leave its boundaries. Thus, bound to the forest, they prevail upon you to undertake a journey of purification, a pilgrimage that may very well cover the length and breadth of the land. Hey, hey LV, hey Shu, party in the chat box, whoop whoop! Party in the chat box, ooh ooh, party in the chat box. Okay, that's not a song. I love Count Edmund is like, what are you doing here? Alright, I probably gotta disband because I will probably be fighting things. Oh no, it attracts you to be the flower emote attracted a bee emote. I think I have those. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I have both of them. There they go. Boop. Okay, I'm done. Anyway, where are we going? Oh my gosh, it's called Taint to Misbehaving. This is my life, okay? Let's go to Camp Tranquil for 400 gil. Oh, jeez. Alright, here we go. Yeah! White chocobo, white robes. Let's do it. Boing! Do I want a new minion? Let's do a new minion. He's been hanging out for a while. He needs a break. Gala Kitten! Gala Kitten, I love you. Gala Kitten, you're so cute. Oh, he tried to hug him and he flew away. Ain't that the truth with cats? Calosa, you could not have come at a better time. We have dire need of your aid. There isn't time to explain. No, but that trouble is afoot, and I would ask you to meet me at the Guardian Tree. Aw, jeez. Now what? Why give my palm and tail to stand before the illustrious A-Towa-Cant, and yet now I stand before you, which, as I've heard from Raya O, is the next best thing, Kapow. Aww. Raya O might be more affable than her brother, but she's not one to spout words of idle flattery. This I speak from experience. Yes, you've proven yourself a worthy white mage indeed, Kapow. Oh, you're welcome, guys. Alright. To Central Shroud. Please, Elvie, please do. That sounds like lots of fun. If there are times that you're able to meet with us, that it's not on a day that you're busy, that would be great. Actually, I have the I still have the robes. I'm excited. I'm gonna be able to wear those robes when we go in. That's gonna be lots of fun. Oh, look, it's a new player. That's great. I love seeing new players. Arun Senna. Hey, Arun. Thank you for coming on such short notice. We knew not who else we might turn to. What's up, you guys? How fares the Great One? Unchanged from before, I'm afraid. He repeats the same words over and over. Then it falls to us to glean their meaning. Very well. Calosa, you will recall the time we performed the quieting and quelled the Great One's rage. Since that day, we have continued communing with him to ensure that all is well. And it was, until recently. I'm afraid to say that an unsettling change came over the Great One some days ago. He has taken to repeating the same words to us. The taint floodeth the forest, its beating heart to befoul. So, after some inquiries and research, we were able to learn that the Great One has spoken these words before, during the time of A-Towa-Cant. Immediately, we were made to wonder, when Master A-Towa embarked upon his journey of healing, could his purpose have been to protect the forest from the taint which the Great One now warns? We sought to delve further into this, but no accounts of Master A-Towa's journey are to be found at Stillglade Fane. Such records as exist are in the keeping of his foremost student, the mage who received his remains from Golmaro. If he is still alive, he may be able to assist us. We have prepared a missive, and we would ask that you deliver it to his hands. After interring his beloved master, the man is said to have taken up residence at ISHGARD Float, that he might ever be near to tend the tomb. If he is there still, the locals should be able to point you in his direction. While you see to this task, my brother and I shall remain here to continue observing the Great One. My thanks in advance, Colossa. Sounds like a plan. Let's get this stuff done. I should probably use a priority ether, right, Pass? John. Alright, let's do this. ISHGARD Float is in North Shroud. Yeah, Mishu, I made that joke about the taint several times. I am really terrible, too. You seek Master A-Towa's former student. I'm afraid he has departed for this realm, for the realm yonder. His granddaughter now tends the tomb at Proud Creek in his stead. If truth be told, I'm worried about her. The area is thick with fiends, and even experienced wood whalers avoid venturing there unaccompanied. Well then, why don't they accompany her? She sounds like she's a healer. Oh hey, the Bobbing Cork. We've never actually been in here, but there's lots of... This is an inn area. Sorry, I was about to sneeze. This is an inn area, and so like you can see a lot of the things going on. There are a lot of quests in here as a result, so if you're a side quester like I was, you will have done them all and are familiar with this place, but if not, then rip. That old fellow, I'm afraid he passed away some years ago. I remember him well, though. He took care of his master's tomb to the very end. His granddaughter, Escheva, tends the place now. I was about to start murdering her. Shiva? She's been especially attentive since these accursed bandits came and defiled it. Oh yeah, I remember back in the day. Jeez, I remember I was there. I was the one who found it defiled. Somerhild. A-Towa-Cant, old student. I had heard that someone's tending the tomb, but it's a young maid, as I recall. Well, apparently she's out that way, so let's go. Yeah! This is gonna be really awkward when I just come up in a floating heart. Let's zoom out a bit so we can look at all these key things. Alright, remember we were out here. This was where we fought against, yeah, this is where we got the ether sand from Grahatia. That guy. He wasn't much of a loser. I kind of miss him. Poor guy. Oh, hey, she's under attack. Who would have thought? Hey, jerks. How about you pick on someone your own side? Oh, no, 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 don't hit her. Jadelin, help. Are you all right, ma'am? Thank you so much. So focused was I on tending the tomb, I failed to notice the fiends approaching me. What? You're searching for the granddaughter of Master A-Towa's former student? Then you need search no more. I am Escheva. Well then, Escheva, you needn't be so scared anymore. I'm right here. Know that I have taken on my grandfather's responsibilities. If it is within my power to help the Seedseers, then I would be glad to do so. Hey, I have a Padjali missive. You guys know anything about this? The taint threatens the 12's wood? Nafika have mercy! As the Seedseers have surmised, 'twas to purge the taint that Master A-Towa journeyed the length and breadth of the realm. Simply put, the taint is ether that has been befouled. If we are to be rid of it, we must find the source of the corruption and cleanse it. The question is, are the Seedseers prepared to do as Master A-Towa once did? At any rate, it is best that I speak with them directly. I shall make my way to the Guardian Tree at once. Well, wait, I did that because you'll come with me. Oh, well. There we go. Mistaken identity murder. Yeah, it was a little bit of a problem there. But I got him. We got him. It's fine. It's fine. A few more monsters dying. That's not a big deal. It's fine. Yo, great tree. It's funny because this is the great tree, and yet these trees are like a million times bigger. So it's like, why are you the great? Well, you know what? Asking that is probably gonna get me murdered. So. The Seetsiers know what they must do, but are they willing to do it? A journey? Outside the forest? Come on over here, Gala Kitten. Don't go inside him. Guess who's back? Back again. Alteron's back. Oh yeah, yeah. You missed the credits. It was really short. It finished like at 1:44. Like, it was a really short thing, so I just figured I'll finish this off and be done with it. Hey, my thanks for finding ISHGARD. She has told us all. If we are to protect the Twelveswood from the taint, we must needs deal with the corruption at its source. Is that the way of it? Mm-hmm. It is. That is why Master A-Towa embarked upon his journey, heedless of his Padjali heritage. And yet Master A-Towa was no ordinary Padjal. We are duty-bound to remain in the forest. We simply cannot leave it. Colossa, I am loath to ask this of you after all you've already done for us, but the preservation of the Twelveswood is at stake. You are not Padjali, and hence are not bound by the laws which bind us. Will you embark upon this quest in our stead? With all due respect, I cannot believe what I'm hearing. You would entrust the fate of the forest to an adventurer? I'm the warrior of light, lady. Haven't you heard? Calm yourself, and know that Colossa is no ordinary adventurer. Nay, she is a white mage true, chosen by Master A-Towa himself to be his successor. She bears his soul crystal and his legacy both. I have every confidence that you will be able to purge the taint. As such, I will join my voice to my brother's request. You got this. Master A-Towa's successor? That such an individual existed. I wish to make a request of my own. In his youth, my grandfather served Master A-Towa proudly, accompanying him wheresoever he went and assisting in purification rituals. It has ever been my desire to emulate my grandfather's deeds. If Colossa is to undertake this quest to eliminate the taint, then I would likewise accompany and assist her. Huh. The journey will be fraught with peril. Are you willing to risk life and limb solely for the sake of emulating your grandfather? I am, my lady, but it is not the whole of it. I cannot sit idly by while a threat encroaches upon the Twelveswood. It is our home, and we must each of us do our part to protect it. Our part. I see that your heart is true. Very well. Assuming that Colossa consents, and I see no reason why she would not, you have our blessing to accompany her. The fate of the Twelveswood is in your hands. We shall pray for your success. Let me see. Guess who's back? Back again. Looks like I missed the credits. Alright then. There you go. There you go. I did it for you, Alteron. You're welcome. We need to make our plans for the journey. Please come and see me at Fallgird Float. And there she goes. 'Tis no simple matter for a Padjal to leave the Twelveswood. Once again, we must rely upon you, my friend. The fate of the Twelveswood is in your hands. We shall pray for your success. No worries. Off I go. Back to Fallgird Float. You're welcome. I did it. I made the song for you. Oh, she's above us. I was a little sad that I didn't go the other side, so now I'm happy that I can. What? No, she's not here? Is she down below? What the? Oh, she might be outside. She is. She's outside. This is where I gotta zoom in on things. There she is. Wow, look at you all dressed up like an adventurer. Cutie? Ah, and they call themselves Padjals. You wonder at my irritation, I shouldn't doubt. I suppose I ought to explain. You see, I was brought up on the tales of Master A-Towa's journeys, the sufferings he endured for the sake of the Twelveswood. Young though I was deeply touched by his courage and sacrifice, and to this day his deeds remain close to my heart. It's why it irks me that the Seed Seers would not lift a finger to help the forest. But thankfully we have you. As Master A-Towa's chosen, you are far more dependable than any Padjal alive. Wow! Okay. I still like Kane-senna. She goes outside sometimes when she needs to. Now then, let us speak of our journey. Grandfather left his records of Master A-Towa's journeys in my keeping. I shall scour them for clues as to where we must go. While I do this, pray attend to your own preparations. I shall be here when you are ready to strike out. The next White Mage quest will be available upon reaching level 52. Training! Whoa! Dude, what? Let me, I'm forgetting the Rocky. Do-do-do! There we go. Do-do! Do-do-do! Training! Do-do-do-do-do! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do! Do-do! There we go, I trained! Okay, here we go. It's okay. Yeah, we gotta go outside the Twelveswood. No wonder the Padjali don't want to leave. Lady Vossler's like, ew. You came at a good time, Calossa. I believe I found a clue in my grandfather's records. There's a passage which tells of the time when the taint reached the forest via a subterranean water vein. Master A-Towa traced it back to its source at Abalathia. I always mess that one up. Abalathia's spine, where he purged the corruption. Lest you wonder, 'tis the mention of the water vein which interests me. Allow me to explain. Though the danger of the Twelveswood has become so dire as to elicit emphatic warnings from the Great One, none of the Padjals or heroes were aware of it. If we then consider the Great One's warning that the taint shall flood the forest, I'm inclined to conclude that befouled ether is conveyed via water veins. Years have passed since A-Towa purged the taint. A new source of corruption may well have manifested in the intervening time. First, I suggest we take our investigation to the central highlands of COERTHAS, which form the southern edge of Abalathia's spine. Pray meet me at Camp Dragonhead. Sounds like a plan. Not there. Here. Thank you. I'm glad that the acapella worked out. Nice. You gotta train, man. You gotta train. And luckily, I can actually train like can actually look like I'm training. Because I can heal without a dummy anywhere. Everything is frozen over. I had read about the snow-swept mountains of COERTHAS, but no amount of reading can substitute for seeing. I have a confession to make. This is my very first time setting foot outside the Twelveswood. The experience is proving to be at once fascinating and frightening. But I digress. While I awaited your arrival, I spoke with some of the knights about water veins. They say that one passes beneath the area just south of here. The area happens to be thick with fiends, and those fiends happen to have grown unnaturally aggressive as late. I would wager that the taint is to blame for this change. A short while ago, a band of knights departed for the area in question on a mission to cull the unruly creatures. Shall we go and join them? Sounds like a plan. I can actually heal people for once. Well, I mean, not for once. I do it a lot. This is your favorite White Mage questline. I enjoy the Stormbringer, the Stormblood one, but that's mostly because it has a mother and a daughter in it, and that kills me every time. But this one's also fun. My suspicions were correct. The taint has driven the fiends into a frenzy. Let us aid the knights and see to the cleansing. Heck yeah! stagnant water spray. I'll attend to the fiends. Pray focus on mending our hurts. Don't worry. I got this. I got this. Here, have a bubble. There you go. Oh, jeez, no. Oh, did you just stand in that, lady? Come on. At least pretend to be good. Let's see if I can. Oh, jeez. Oh no, the knights. Yeah, these knights are in danger too. There you go. Curses! Fiends are being drawn to the taint! More? Darn it. We got a gooby coming! What the? Bad gooby, no! Is there no end to them? Apparently not. Jeez. We must strike the sprite down first. Yeah, but you're getting hurt, lady. There we go. Everyone here? Oh, there's the other knight. I was like, no, did I lose a knight? No! I don't want to lose any knights. Almost there. Come on. Get him. Come on. There we go. Okay. We're almost done. Go! Yay! We did it! Time to purify the taint. This is taint most foul. There we go. I told you I made lots of jokes about this because there is lots of foul taint in this. I'm just saying. We did it! Purified the foul taint. This energy, soothing and pure, 'tis precisely as my grandfather wrote. And your soul crystal, I believe it has taken on a new radiance. In all likelihood, the spirit of Master A-Towa within has bestowed upon you greater power. I wonder, could it be that the act of purifying serves to empower the white mage? If this is true, it makes the Padjals' refusal to leave the forest even more incomprehensible. How long will they allow their laws to dictate their actions to the detriment of reason? At any rate, there is not more to do here. Let us return to Camp Dragonhead. Yeah, especially since it's a blizzard! Jeez. Yeah, it is. It's blizzarding right now. Jeez. Let us review what we've learned. As we had suspected, the taint is being borne along subterranean water veins. According to my grandfather's records, the headwater of the vein we just visited is situated further to the west. We must pass through ISHGARD proper to get there. Fortunately, travel restrictions have been eased since the Holy See was restored to the Alliance. Hey! That she does not actually say that unless you've finished 3.0. She'll say that the travel restrictions have been eased ever since, like, you've passed through or something like that. So, cute little nod right there. Be that as it may, we will be venturing into the unknown. Master A-Towa's journeys did not take him there, and there is no telling what awaits us. We must tread warily and be no less than fully prepared. Had the Seed Seers been willing to come, with your powers combined, we would be Captain Planet. I mean, we would have been able to go boldly forward. But there's no point in dwelling upon that now. I shall survey the lay of the land in order to ascertain our next destination. Meanwhile, I suggest you take the time to accustom yourself to your newfound power. I shall be here when you're ready to resume your mission. Yeah, it's really cute. They really do add a cute little, just small bits here and there to show that they recognize it. Hey, I already used Asylum. Whoops. I already used it. Asylum is like the best ability in like the White Mage repertoire. It makes a bubble and then you go in and you get healed. See? And when you're level 80 like I am, it actually increases HP recovery of people in it. So they get healed more when they're in it as well as get it. The Asylum is super nice. I love using it, but I sometimes forget because I'm too busy DPSing, you know, as you do. I'm terribly sorry for the wait, Closa. It has taken a while, but I believe we are now armed with sufficient knowledge of our destination. Let us continue on to the Western Highlands. First, I suggest that we make a brief stop in Falcon's Nest. If there has been an anomaly in the area, the locals may be able to tell us something. Falcon's Nest, Western Highlands, Falcon's Nest. It's no camp, bone camp, dry bone, but it's good enough. Yo, Maggie! Oh, she's way up there. There she is. So this is Falcon's Nest. To think that the architectural styles can differ even so within this, even within the same nation. Going to new places is a veritable feast for the senses. Such wonders grandfather must have beheld in his journeys with Master A-Towa. Oh, but such musings must wait. We have a task to do. Let us begin by speaking with the people here. When you have finished, pray come and meet me at the hamlet's northern entrance. I'm unfamiliar with this taint of which you speak. Wow, sir, are you a virgin? Done. We do consider dragons unclean, however. Speaking of the beast, lately there have been reports of a strange woman skulking about their remains. We are on the lookout for her, lest she prove to be a heretic. Yeah, but see, I guess we're still in the middle of the Dragon Song War. We've got, Nidhogg, so I guess you can kind of give him a little bit of a thing. The Taint? Never heard of it. We've had a strange visitor, however, a foreign woman with a stench of death about her. Suspicious as she is, I decided to steal a peek at her belongings and, forgive me, but the mere recollection of it is like to bring up my lunch. Anyway, after that, some few of us confronted her and demanded to know her purpose, but she refused to say a word. Nay, she looked straight through us with empty eyes and left the hamlet. As I recall, she was heading to the north and west. Wherever she's gone, we are well rid of her. That doesn't sound good. Asylum is so good. Everyone needs to use Asylum. It's easy to forget though, but once you get in the habit of it, it's really good. The rumors of this strange woman are on everyone's lips. This is likely but a coincidence, but it appears we are headed in the same direction as her. There are water sources in the northwest corner of the region, frozen lakes to be precise, and I would take our investigation there. I mislike the sound of this woman, and I'd sooner not cross paths with her, but we have a mission to fulfill. Let us keep moving. People are asking what a gunbreaker is, and people are saying, oh, it's definitely a DPS. No. You queue as a tank. You get tank abilities. It's a tank. Yeah, Wow, this is pretty far. Where in the world are you, lady? You're like on literally the other side. Jeez. So, how are you guys doing tonight? This is literally the closest teleport spot, too. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Hey, Eschiva, did you find something? What the? Yep, there is certainly a lady there. Good gods! The stench is overpowering, even in this frigid clime. Forgive me for interrupting, but what are you doing? Searching. Rather more damage than I would have liked, but it will serve. After all, the experiment proceeds apace. Experiment? What in the heavens are you doing? Why must I justify myself to you? Well, I suppose you have no obligation to do so. It's just not every day that I see someone rummaging through a dragon's corpse. So I frighten you then. You find me repulsive, like the rest of them. No, you must understand I didn't mean to give offense. Whatever you do is your business, to be sure, but it isn't safe to be alone out here. What would you suggest then? That I find a stout protector like your friend? As if anyone would be willing to help me. Huh? This aura you emanate. They sent you to hound me, haven't they? To remind that witch Alaka that she has no place in the world. Alaka? I am warning you. Leave me alone. Who could it be? Well, that was certainly queer. I know not what compelled me to speak with that woman. Alaka, I believe she called herself, but I must confess to being morbidly curious about her experiment. But I mustn't let myself be distracted. We have work to do. Unless I'm mistaken, the taint is manifested in this area. Let us split up and search for it. Oh. Hey, Eschiva. Nothing so far. Keep searching, Colossa. Yeah, it's because the ring is on the south side, you idiot. Whatever. Hey! Foul taint! Hey, Javelin, you want to help me out? Get him! Good job, Javelin. You found the taint and purified it. Well done! Though I cannot help but wonder, is it truly a coincidence that the taint chanced to have manifest where we met Alaka? Being frozen to the bone isn't conducive to conversation. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and warm ourselves before we discuss matters in earnest. You know what? I ain't flying back. I am not flying back. There we go. With your most recent effort, I sense that your powers will continue to grow. Suffice it to say, this is a boon to our cause. The mission proceeds smoothly thus far. If we continue to follow the water vein, it should lead us to the source of the taint. As for the stranger, Alaka, never have I felt so unsettled in someone's presence. The thought that she might be connected to the taint also bothers me, but until we know for certain, it avails us not to dwell upon it. For now, I shall resume my investigations of water veins and try to deduce other locations where the taint might appear. Leave the investigative aspect of the mission to me, and pray continue honing your powers of purification. After all, no one can purge the taint but you. You found the taint! Reminds me of the South Park movie. Yes, By purifying the taint, I've learned Stone 3, which in my level 80, you can't see, but here it is. Stone 3, it just does more damage. That's it. The end. Uh-oh, terrible news! Terrible news, Colossa! The manifestation of the taint you purged here has reappeared! The fiends nearby were driven into a frenzy all over again, and they reportedly attacked a knight on patrol. Though the man managed to flee to the convictory, his wounds are grievous, and to compound matters, the camp's chirurgeons are all afield and cannot readily return. You are his only chance, Colossa. You must go to the convictory and save him. Don't mind if I do. You can now throw a bigger stone. I mean, she didn't say how so. She just said that I got more power. That makes sense. Sorry. Oh man, I love cracking my knuckles. I'm sorry. You got that right in your face. I'm sorry. Crack, snap, crunch. Here they go. He's in a bad way. Please hurry and tend to his hurts. Cast Cure 2. Here you go, sir. The pain fades. I owe you a debt of gratitude. Thanks to you, the danger is past. However, we still require constant care. He will still require constant care for a time. I shall remain on hand to help provide it. Meanwhile, you must go and purify the taint that has reappeared west of Banepool. Only you have the power to do so, Colossa. Please hurry before it can cause any more harm. Almost there. Almost there. Poor Gooby, you must be so cold in this blizzard. Poor baby. Wow, that's a lot of monsters. You take a break, Javelin. I got this. Gotta get rid of this foul taint. Boop. I'm pleased to say that the knight will make a full recovery. Had you not come to his aid, his comrades believe he would have died. I see you've already purified the taint. Good work, Colossa. I must say, though, that its reappearance baffles me. It should have taken far longer for befouled ether to accumulate. I'm disinclined to believe that this came about by itself. Nay, I sense that someone had a hand in this. I spoke with the knight after he had sufficiently recovered. Shortly before he was attacked, he had caught sight of the foreign woman who reeks of death, Alaka. Wherever she appears, so too does the taint. I wasn't certain before, but now I'm convinced that it's no mere coincidence. Could it be that she is creating the taint? Oh no. No wonder she reeks. If so, to what end? Why would she do such a thing? I know not her designs, but her actions cannot be borne. Should the taint continue to manifest, both COERTHAS and the Twelveswood would suffer unimaginable damage. Stillglade Fane must know of this threat. I shall send word to them. Though I shan't raise my hopes that the Seedseers will bestir themselves, best to assume that we are on our own. Now then, our priority is to track down Alaka. The knight said that she was headed west to the DRAVANIAN forelands. Let us make our search to the main settlement there. Tailfeather, I believe it's called. Hey, we are not going to stop making these jokes. This whole thing is just going to be horrible jokes all the way down. Horrible, monstrous jokes. Hey, hey. I've spoken with a handful of locals. A strange woman has been witnessed coming and going, and with some regularity. I'm reasonably confident that it is Alaka, but I shall try to gather more information for good measure. Something occurs to me, Closa. If Alaka is indeed responsible for creating the taint, she'll not take kindly to our purifying it. It may well come to a confrontation. Yeah, didn't she say, "You're the one sent to hound me"? Pray use this time to further hone your powers, for we shall have need of them ere long. The Dark Blight Writhes. Oh my gosh, I just realized the name. Hey, ass size! My favorite ability ever! Woo! Gotta check that person's ass size. Hey! It does damage to your enemies and also heals people with the amount of damage. Like, so it deals 400 potency damage to enemies while also healing everyone in the area 400 potency. And it also restores my MP. Ass size is the best ability ever and should always be used all the time, forever. Ass size. Always check the ass size. Oops, that wasn't it. Always check the ass size. I wanted to use it before I talk to her. I'm going to dance around a little bit. Always check the ass size. Bam! Best ability. Okay. Good tidings, Calosa. I've acquired definite information on Alaka. As before, the stench of death gave her away. A hunter she chanced to walk near couldn't help but notice the smell. When she realized that she was being observed, she quickly turned her steps west towards dragon territory. The hunter shouted a warning, but she continued on heedless. In light of her inclinations, I dare say she has business there. There is an area called Avalonia Fallen to the west. Let us head to that direction and try to pick up Alaka's trail. Nope, it was always that way. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, see, there's no trait that enhances it. It's always that way. So good. So awesome. Best ability. Whoop! This way. Yeah, so like if you need to lucid dreaming, you can also pop ass size to help give you that little bump. It only restores 5%, so it's only 500, but that's still like, you know, that's a regen. That's almost a cure 2. That's half of a cure 2. It really gives you a little bump if you need it. But yeah, essentially just put it on whenever it's off of cooldown, you gotta use it. The only time you would want to like maybe save it is when like you know that the next like enemy is coming up or like the boss is summoning ads or something. But yeah, essentially whenever it's on off of cooldown, you just use it. No signs of Alaka, and the area beyond is fraught with danger. Not even hunters dare venture in. I would sooner not wander these parts without some guarantee that Alaka is near, but we cannot afford to delay lest she elude us completely. Let us split up and search. If you would focus on the area to the north, I shall follow the high road west. Oh, and do keep an eye out for the taint. If Alaka is here, it is like to have manifested. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. I thought you said to the west! This is north. Lies. Lies and deception. Oh, I see. North and then a little bit to the west. Okay, fine. It is on the part where you would have to go up north if you weren't just flying. Hey, more taint. You know what? Why don't we try Assay's? Assay's so good. So good. Alaka is not here. Rejoin Escheva on the westbound high road. Don't mind if I do. Yeah. Where is she? Jeez, lady. Why are you way down there, lady? What are you doing? What are you doing? Just hanging out in this crater for like no reason. Oh, cause it's Alaka. Oh jeez, it's Chiva. You should not have startled me. You. I see. You are the one who undid my work. Why do you interfere with my experiment? It was you who created the taint. The taint, you say? An insult born of ignorance. What you so callously destroyed is a wellspring of life-giving ether. What are you saying? The taint is befouled ether. It destroys life. So you choose to cling to your ignorance, like all the others. But it matters not what you think. When my experiment is complete, all the fools who tormented me and mine shall get their comeuppance. No! We won't let you continue your twisted experiment! Colossa, you have to stop her! I believe you have more pressing concerns. No! More taint! Drawn to the ether, I shouldn't doubt. Or the taint, as you insist on calling it. But such details are immaterial. By whatever name it is known, I shall fill the world with it and have my revenge. Do not interfere. Consider this your final warning. Alright, bitches, I'm out. What the? You know what? Screw you. Yeah, I know, Alteron, which is why I've been trying really hard to, like, I kind of moved away from it and tried to make light of it and try not to point it out. Cough. I'm sorry, I kind of was looking at the wrong time. Sorry. A particular hunk of flesh on the ground? Escheva, are you okay? Thank you, Colossa. Again you have saved me, and again I am reminded of my own weakness. What do you have there? "'Tis well that I skipped my last meal. Oh, I'd wager this is part of Alaka's experiment. The seed seers may be able to glean something from it, and yet I find myself loath to seek them out. They haven't lifted so much as a finger to help us. What can we expect from them now? Now isn't the time to be stubborn. We need all the help we can get. You have the right of it, Colossa. There's more at stake than a difference of opinion. If we're to save the Twelveswood, we must needs turn to the Seed Seers for aid. It's settled then. We return to the Twelveswood. Yeah! Purify the taint. Thin air! I don't use thin air nearly as much as I used to need to back in the day, but thin air makes it so that your MP of all actions is reduced by 100%. So every magic spell for 12 seconds is free. Best thing to do is to use it with swift cast thin air and res a person so that you don't have to spend mana on them. That's the best reason to use it. Or you can use thin air and spam cure too if someone is horribly dying because they're a bad tank. Or you can use thin air and spam holy. And then you do all that damage that you've done is basically free. It's really good. Thin air is awesome. Use it when you can. I don't use it so much anymore because it's easy to keep your mana well in check if you lucid dreaming properly. But still really good if you need an oh crap button. Please hold on to the hunk of flesh. It is safer in your keeping. Now then, let us return to Camp Tranquil and explain the situation to the Seed Seers. Alrighty, Haty Doodle. Back to Camp Tranquil. Back to Camp Tranquil. Whoop! Trials of the Padjals. Whoop! There we go. Hey, it's the wedding chocobo again. We had that on the way there. Yes, Chiba. The situation grows ever more dire, but will it be enough to spur the Seed Seers into action? Oh, okay, yeah, but they're saying the same thing. Why is this guy just standing right on top of her? He's kind of like being really creepy. And he's also AFK. The Great One's warnings have not abated. On the contrary, they have become more fervent. Yeah, look at this guy. What the crap? Ah, you are returned. How fares the effort to purge the taint? Huh? You wish to show us something? A byproduct of Alaka's dark experiments. Hunk of flesh. Yeah, it's really easy to forget thin air exists, but back in the day, really great. What does it tell us, brother? The elementals are in trepidation of the flesh. It is infused with befouled ether. Of this there can be no doubt. And with the Great One's warnings growing ever more fervent, it seems plain that this Alaka continues to sow the taint. Whatever it is she seeks to do, we must put a stop to it. Arun and I shall take a closer look at the flesh. In the meantime, you must resume your journey of purification. What? With all due respect, oh to hell's with respect. I can't believe what I'm hearing. You would send us back in the midst of danger with nary a word of counsel? I know full well that we ask much of you, but there is none other upon whom we can depend. Depend, you say? Instead of depending upon others, why don't you do something for a change? We all know that you both have the power to do so. Do you realize how much Colossa has been through in your names? Oh, but of course you don't, because while she bled for you, you were hiding here with your heads in the treetops. If Master A-Towa were to see this, he would be turning in his grave. Well, heads in the treetops? What's the matter with her? Well, she's just been kind of annoyed that we haven't been running through stuff together. To think that our own people see us in such a light. It cannot be helped, brother. We are bound to remain in the forest. Things are not as they were during Master A-Towa's time. Be that as it may, were the people to lose faith in us, for whom shall we convey the will of the elementals? Forgive me, Colossa, but I would be alone. Rest assured I will take a closer look at the tainted flesh. Arun has the right of it. It is our duty to facilitate harmony between man and elemental. All the laws of the forest count for naught if we fail in this. At any rate, we must needs stop Alaka's dark designs, and fear not, Colossa. Henceforth, we will not leave you to bear the burden alone. Pray allow us the time to consider our next step. Yay, they're learning to not be losers. Hands of healing, 60, final one. Let's do it. Colossa, we have conceived a plan to deal with the taint. We would share the particulars with everyone. Might I trouble you to fetch ISHGARD? She will have returned to Fallgood Float, I believe. Pray return here after you have notified her. Arun and I shall be waiting. Wait, I gotta teleport to Fallgood Float and then teleport back? Oh. Yo, ISHGARD! Oh, it's you, Colossa. I must apologize for my earlier display. We found more about the information. The Seedseers wish to see me despite the disrespect I showed them. Though their ways baffle me, it cannot be denied that they care for the forest. Perhaps they deserve more credit than I give them. I will go, of course. Let us strike out at once. I could walk, but then I would have to go all the way to Central Shroud, then all the way to North Shroud, then all the way to Central Shroud, then all the way to South Shroud. No, I'm teleporting. I don't care. But I'm still gonna be a pissy whiny bee about it. I feel that I am allowed to be a pissy whiny bee. Alright, here we go. Thanks for coming. Without further ado, let us begin. After our last meeting, I went to the Guardian Tree and presented the tainted flesh to the Great One. His reaction was telling. The befouled ether it bears is identical to the taint which now threatens the Twelveswood. Unless we stop Alaka, the forest will be reduced to a wasteland of death. Colossa gave me to understand that you have conceived a plan to deal with the taint. What is the plan? Simply put, Arun and I shall accompany you to the DRAVANIAN forelands. As you are doubtless aware, we Padjals are chosen by the elementals to convey their will. Should that will go unheard of or be misinterpreted, harmony would be lost and tragedy inevitably befall. In order to prevent this, we strive to hone our sensitivity to the elementals far beyond the limits of ordinary men, and this sensitivity allows us to perceive even the slightest fluctuations in the ether. With our faculty for sensing ether, Arun and I shall ascertain the site of Alaka's experiment, and once we find it, we will join our powers to Colossus and purge the taint once and for all. You would leave the forest? But what of the will of the elementals? Rest assured, we have obtained the elder Seedseer's permission. Our sister shall see to it that the elementals do not go unheard of during our absence. But above all, your words struck home. We will not leave the two of you to bear the burden alone. We shall do all we can to aid you, as Padjals and White Mages both. You truly mean to leave the forest and help us? Mm-hmm. In the heat of the moment, I forgot myself and spoke out of turn. I pray you can forgive me. It is not to forgive. On the contrary, we are grateful to you for opening our eyes. Now I trust we can rely upon you to guide the way. Mm-hmm. Listen, Colossa, this will be our first time outside the forest, and we will most certainly make fools of ourselves. I would thank you for not enjoying yourself overmuch. I shall escort the Seedseers to Tailfeather. Pray meet us there. Mm-hmm. Let's do it! Continue to pissy whine. I'm gonna continue to pissy whine all the time. That's all I do, man. Boing! That everything should be so different. I am doing fine, thank you for asking. There's nothing to it. Oh, you dorks. So here we are at Tailfeather. Why, the journey here wasn't nearly as daunting as I expected. I dare say we could have made it without Escheva. Bold words coming from someone who fairly hugged our guide during the entire journey. Ahem. Seeing as how we are here, we ought to get to work. Do you sense anything, brother? I do. An anomaly in the ether that wrenches the stomach. It emanates from the north and the west. A cavern lies in that direction. Morn, it is called, and if memory serves, so does a water vein. It seems to me that is where we must go. I must warn you all, though, the area is thick with dragons. We must proceed with caution. Dragons, you say? Well, I, for one, would welcome the excitement. The journey thus far has been rather dull for my tastes. Dull suits us just fine, sister. Remember, our priority is to purge the taint. As if I would forget, the fate of the Twelveswood is at stake. Let us make haste to Morn and confront Alaka. Let's do it. I love how the seed seers have just turned into freaking like Alphino and Alice. Ghosts! Dragons? Oh no! Alright. Here comes the now. This final battle thing is definitely one of the best like ones in like all of the White Magedom. In fact, most of the healing ones as well, most of the healing quests, this one it was tons of fun to do. Oh no, ghost dragons! Alphino and Araya O are just hugging each other, crying. Oh no! Hey, there's Morn, but this way. We've never gone this way before. There's a little like way you have to go along that, across that, over the bridge, around, and then up these stairs, and over to this little dragon. It looks like it's an altar. Alaka! I'm just saying, ghost dragons? Yeah, that would be a fun Scooby-Doo episode. Alaka! So, you are still alive. Pshing, pshing! Most intriguing. Horns such as I have, yet you are not Al-Ra. Well, whatever you are no different from the others. You have come to interfere with my experiment. But know this, it is your ignorance that has led us down this path. We Zayla are nomads who roam and live off the land. My tribe was no different. Yet though we did no harm to those whose lands we traversed, they treated us as vermin. In their ignorance they feared us, and that fear manifested as spite and violence. My loved ones and I were cursed at, spat at, beaten, and worse. It was out of the desire to protect them that I began my research. Such pain we have suffered, I swore that I would visit upon the ignorant masses 100-fold. And soon I shall fulfill my goal, for my experiment has finally borne fruit. To be sure, there is still work to be done. Such robust flesh cannot be sustained by ordinary ether. Nay, it must needs be fed something far more potent, the taint. My pet can go only where the taint exists, and so I shall fill the whole world with it. Sister, I sense naught but befouled ether from that dragon. This is without a doubt the source of the taint. We must needs purify it whole. Oh my goodness, it is a ghost dragon. You would get in the way of my vengeance, then you shall be the first to feel my wrath. Oh, ghost dragons! suplex the ghost dragon. It is, it's a zombie dragon. Kill them all, my lovely. It ends here, Alaka. You'll not harm so much as another leaf. Vengeance is not the way. Oh man, this is easy. Man, Alaka, you gotta get a better dragon. Easy. Easy. What? The fouled aether refuses to disperse. What is dead can never die. Use the power of healing, Colossa. Use it to purify the stagnant ether. Here it comes. Souls of the damned, render your essence unto my creation. This bodes ill. Strike down the undead first. Oh my gosh. I mean, it was cool, but now it was way too fast. I used all my solar. We did it! Now what? Oh, do I gotta use it now? No, I can't. I click, nope. Now what? Hey, Alaka. Hey, what's up? It rises. All that healing and it still wasn't enough? Oh, that's why. It is no use. My pet cannot be slain. No, we won't give up. If it rises again, we have but to strike it down. And then heal it again. And then strike it again. And then heal it again. Confound it, the befouled ether still remains. How many times must I tell you? You struggle in vain. We'll see about that. Oh, Jesus, a lot of knights. Don't let him get to the ether. Oh. Gotta wait for the game to catch up. As Shiva is just like, okay. Do a little dance. Ha! 'Twas but a matter of time. Yeah, apparently. No! You will not get in the way of my vengeance. What the? It still returns? Ah, but the fouled ether is gone. We nearly have it. Souls of the damned, come to our aid. Too late, it's dead. Hey! With the taint eliminated at the source, the 12's is safe again. All of us can accomplish far more than we dare imagined. Oh, Alako, looking all sad. No! Actually, it's not a ghost dragon, it's a zombie dragon. I'm sorry. I messed it up. My dreams all gone to dust. I am powerless. Powerless to protect my people. Powerless to change anything. We are cowards, all of us. That which we do not understand instills fear within us, and so we lash out. In return, you sought to strike back at those who hurt you. You have done terrible things and must be held to account for your crimes. But know that it is not too late to make amends. You still have a chance to atone. Your knowledge may yet be used for good. You need but find a new purpose, and I should be glad to help you look for it. With Alaka apprehended, it seems safe to say that the danger to the Twelveswood is past, and we owe it all to you. This experience has taught me much and more, not least of all how powerless I was in the face of an external threat. If I am to protect the forest, I must needs spend less time with my head in the treetops and more with my feet on the ground. To that end, I shall strive to be a Padjal as Master A-Towa was, standing ready to journey to the ends of the world if need be. Were it not for your shining example, I never would have found the courage to come to this decision. I cannot thank you enough. Persephone! Hi, Pers! Oh, thank you so much for coming. Even if it's only a little bit, I appreciate having more friends. You can see Colossa be the best Final Fantasy XIV White Mage ever, much unlike Y'shtola, who is the worst one, and isn't even a White Mage. Ha! Got him! I'm gonna keep doing that. Master Arun, when the time comes for you to embark upon your journey, pray allow me to accompany you. It isn't safe to travel alone. You know this to be true. Besides, you need someone to keep a record of all your deeds, that they might be passed on to future generations. For all my bold words, I am still but a green sapling. Nevertheless, I would serve you faithfully as my grandfather once served Master A-Towa. I should be heartened to have your company, Eschiva. I shall endeavor to be a Padjal worthy of your respect. Thank you, Master Arun. I swear you'll not be disappointed in me. Yay! All's well that ends well. Oh, a new purpose. Are these guys gonna say anything new? All of us can. Oh yeah, okay, it's the same thing. Okay, let's continue that. Arun and I shall escort Alaka and place her in the Wood Whaler's care. Pray come and see us at Camp Tranquil. We should thank you properly. Don't mind if I do, you. Where is that again? Alright, there we go. Camp Tranquil. Yeah, this is okay, let me take a second. This is Colossa. She is literally every class at level 80. She is the best White Mage ever, and also best every other thing. This is the outfit. She's even got her ring. This is her wedding ring. Shh, it's a secret. There we go. Oh, also she uses platform heels. She uses platforms because she wants to look big and scary. So there she is. Yeah! I spent a lot of time on this character. / playtime. 221 days, 5 hours, and 10 minutes. I've played this a lot. That's not even counting the time I've been spending on my alts, too. Colossa is so chic, let me tell you a thing or two. Also, I was pointing out that, that Y'shtola has her Heavensward outfit, that outfit that you can buy in Opera Omnia. And Colossa's ribbon on her tail ribbon is bigger. I'm just saying, Colossa's outfit is a bunch better than Y'shtola's. You guys spend 40 bucks on that? Fashion disaster there, I'm just saying. Oh, also, her staff glows. It's really cute. There it is, that's her cute glowy staff. It's going to be upgraded soon, though, but that's it right now. I shall soon depart with Master Arun. I'm glad for this opportunity to see you again. Oh, you guys are going out on an adventure now? You have given me the courage to make a change. I cannot thank you enough. Oh, take care, Arun! / pet. He is like 400 years old. I don't think I need to pet him. He's probably really annoyed. There's a Final Fantasy 14 character with Carpies. I want the children's book with the fish guys. There's a children's book that they have. It's only in Japanese, but I really want to buy it. And it's just about these little fishmen, and they find an unidentified object, and I don't know what happens, but it's the fish people, and they just play with it. I don't know. I want it. I need it in my life. Okay, there you go. My sister loves Carby too. I bought her the Carby plushie when I was at the game center here in Japan. During the entire way back, Alaka did not so much as favor us with a glance, but neither did she attempt to flee. I believe there is hope for her yet. Till such time as she finds a new purpose, I shall visit her cell as often as my duties allow. With the source of the taint banished, the Great One's warnings have ceased. We must rest easy for a time. Disaster has been averted thanks to you and Escheva. We are eternally in your debt. You are kind in saying so, my lady, but I have done scarcely anything. All your gratitude should be reserved for Colossa. Allow me to thank you as well, Colossa. Had you not sought me out that day, I may never have found my true calling. Beginning today, I shall accompany Master Arun as he works to maintain peace and harmony within the Twelves Wood. I know not where our journeys will take us, but when next we meet, I shall stand before you a stronger woman. We had best be on our way. Fare you well on your journeys, Colossa. I look forward to seeing you again with the within the Twelves Wood and without. Oh. Well, they pretty much exhausted everything I had intended to say. So I shall say but this. I mean to do my part as well. Together with my siblings, I shall work to preserve the harmony of the forest, protecting it from threats both within and without. As for you, Colossa of the White, with your newfound powers, pray continue employing our art for the betterment of the realm. May the light of succor and solace shine wheresoever you may go. And with that, we get one more spell. Tetragrammation. Yeah. And that is the end of Heavensward. Tetragrammation is a cure 2, but it's instant, it's free, and you can use it in between cooldowns. So like, see, if you use regen, you still have to wait until you can cast something else. But if you use regen, you can still tetragrammation. So it's incredibly useful. It's really nice if you use Cure 2 and then tetragrammation right after. You can do 2 Cure 2s in a row. It's so fast for getting your tank up after a really nasty hit. So there we go. So I've talked about what my plans are. I'll do really quick just in case someone wanted to remember. Alexander, maybe Alexander Sunday, and then Saturday if Alexander takes too long. Shadows of Miak, maybe on Saturday if it takes too long. Warring Triad should not take 2 times. So we'll do Warring Triad, and then Hildebrand, Tales of the Dragon Song, and Saint Edelame's Scholasticate. Thank you. Bleh. Those ones I will be doing on like Wednesdays or something like that in order to try it. America would be Tuesday, but it'll be Wednesday. So something around that. No, actually, yeah, no, Wednesday morning. It'll be Wednesday morning for you guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Wednesday evening here is Wednesday morning for you guys. Okay, so there you go. I do not do savage fights like a whole lot. I don't like attempt to do it so much because but actually I have been able to do speaking of Warring Triad, I have been able to do Warring Triad Extreme. We 2-manned it, didn't we? I could show it off maybe if you guys really wanted to. I could show off the Warring Triad Extremes. But I haven't, I don't do Savage on stream. This is mostly we want to focus on the story and stuff like that. We don't want to focus on beating our heads against the wall and dying. I can do it, I have done it, but that's not the focus of these streams. But, yeah. Okay, but you'll be home for the Sunday stream. Okay, so maybe we'll see what happens. I will probably not do anything on the weeks on Wednesday for a little bit, but we'll see what happens. They can be pretty tough. The Savage fights, they can be super tough, but it's not like a huge problem. Like, once you figure out how they work, like, what was it? Alteron and I were like, okay, we messed up to this thing. Why did we mess up? And then I would be like, okay, he's using this attack. I remember we need to move here. And like, it turned out to be pretty okay. It wasn't a huge deal. Oh, also, this is our apartment. This is our house, so I'm gonna sit here. Boop. There we go. All right. Well, actually, look what we did. I messed up this. I did a floaty thing. You're not supposed to be able to put these patios on top of it, but I ended up doing it. Everyone has done this. It's not a huge deal. It's not super cool, but it's very nice to be able to look out over the ocean when you're saying goodbye to all your friends, because it's almost time. Oh, the ultimate fights? The ultimate fights, what they are, it's like 4 or 5 Savage fights in a row. And then if you die at any point, even at the end, you have to go back to the beginning. So, yes, I know what you mean. Like, the ultimate fights are basically for people who really, like, want that challenge of something that is so you have to be perfect at everything, and if you don't, you have to start over. Personally, that's not my favorite thing to do. I don't run the ultimates. If I had a static, maybe I'd think about it, but I don't, so no, I'm not gonna. Maybe someday if everyone joins and plays Final Fantasy XIV here on the Onion Nights and we get 8 people, we can make a static, but we don't. So, we don't even have 4 people. We can't even like make a party finder or anything. Yeah, it's basically a boss rush. That's what ultimates are. It's just a boss rush. But yeah, so watching them is very fun. I love watching them and seeing how like they work. I just until I get like 8 people who are willing to play with me in a static, I'm not gonna bother trying. Just that. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm just saying, you guys, we need to get all of us together at some point and play all together. Anyway, I'm sorry, we're we're talking. I'll talk to you later if you want to keep talking, Persephone. I can talk in Discord and stuff. But, stream is getting late. I've got to stop this. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming. I am really excited to start off with Alexander. It is Alteron's in my favorite raid. So we're going to have lots of fun with that. Thank you so much for coming. See you guys around. Bye-bye.